Hey guys, so one of the things I've been doing is answering your questions, and today I want to take time to do that again. So Kangai, my faithful assistant, is going to help me ask the questions that you asked, and I'm going to give the answers based on my own experiences and my personal opinion.
Should I belong to any photography groups here in Kenya?
Okay. Thank you for your question, Belinda, and thank you for watching my videos. In regards to belonging to photography groups, I do belong to one group. It's called the Photographers Association of Kenya. And the main reason why I belong to the group is it's a great place to get good insurance. You guys need to insure your gear because it's really expensive and you want to protect it in case anything happens. Now, PAC, or the Photographers Association of Kenya, because there's so many photographers registered under that one umbrella, it means they have a lot of bargaining power with the insurance agencies, so they get us a really good deal. My gear was insured at a 1.5% rate, which is amazing. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I belong to that group. But if you're a beginner, groups are also a great place to meet other photographers who you may possibly have opportunities to work under. It's a really good place to network and to learn new things, even if you don't end up working for anyone. There's groups like One Touch that also organize travel for their members, so they get to go to amazing places. It really depends on the person you are and kind of how fast you want to move in your photography. If you don't belong to a photography group, that's also okay. It again depends on, how much do you want to interact with other photographers, how much do you want to learn, other people you want to learn from. Even if I don't belong to so many groups, a lot of the times if I want to learn something from someone, I just contact them directly and I ask them, hey, I know you're really good at doing ABCD. Can you teach me? Can I take you out for coffee? And that works as well.
Beth is asking, I think this is also adding to what you've just answered. What are some of the learning opportunities out there for me as a new photographer?
Okay, thank you for your question, Beth. One of the most common emails I receive from you is people asking to be interns. And I can only have 1 or 2 interns at a go, so what happens to everybody else? There's actually many other things you can do as a photographer to learn. Number 1 is, of course, internships, so following a photographer around for several months. Number 2, you could also be what's known as a digitech. If you do have some experience in shooting, sometimes when I'm working on set, I need somebody to arrange my lights and set them up and to watch the screens as I shoot to make sure my images are okay. And Paddy, hey Paddy, is actually the one who does that a lot for me, and he's really good at it. You could also learn by being the editor for a photographer. So this is especially true for wedding photographers. They have to deal with huge numbers of images, and sometimes they need somebody to just kind of sort through those images, rename files, etc. And it's not a very interesting job, but it could be one of the ways you learn about the business of photography and how to archive properly, and those really important lessons in photography. If you have some retouching knowledge, you could also learn how to be a retoucher. So not everybody is a photographer. Sometimes we also need retouchers to work on the images we've shot, and that's a great way to work and learn with a photographer. The last way I can think of as a learning opportunity for photographers is to be a second shooter. So let's say I'm shooting a wedding and I want somebody to cover secondary angles of the events that are going on. You could come along and cover those angles, and in the process you get to watch how I work, how I interact with my clients, and also actually get some images for your own portfolio. So being an intern is not the only way you can learn from other photographers. There's actually many different ways you can do it.
Can I go ahead and shoot for free to get exposure at first?
Okay, thank you for your question, Michelle. I remember when I was starting out, everybody used to tell me, come and shoot for no money and we'll give you exposure. And exposure was this amazing word that seemed that all bills will magically be paid, all gear will magically buy itself. You know what, guys? Usually when people tell you they want to give you an opportunity to have exposure, my experience has been that they're lying, okay? They're probably just trying to use you. Working for another photographer for free is probably the only type of exposure and free work I would recommend, because there you actually get to at least watch them and learn from them, and hopefully as they're working, they're talking to you and teaching you. But in terms of shooting for free for clients, I would highly discourage it, because I've had promises where they say, work for us for free this first time and we'll call you for the next 4 or 5 jobs, and they actually never really call. And exposure doesn't pay bills, let's be real. So Kangai is just nodding with so much enthusiasm behind the camera because she agrees, it's true. I think all creatives have had this experience about exposure. So know that you have value. Even if you're a beginner, you've spent a lot of money buying your gear, investing in your photography. That's not for free. So yes, charge something small, but don't do it completely for free because you have costs you need to cover. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope I've answered some of the big questions you have as beginner photographers. I would love to hear your feedback. If you have any questions or you want to comment on what we've discussed in this video, especially about the exposure question, I know that's a really hot topic, leave your comments below. You can also connect with me on Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram, or off my website, www.thandiwemuriu.com, if you have any more questions. The links for all my social media are in the description box below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're a professional photographer and you have more to add to these questions, please feel free to add your voice to the conversation going on below. If this was your first time watching my channel, please do subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching this video and come back again soon. And until next time, see you later.